Hi students, well this is just going to be a short video on a very seemingly minor point in Jane Eyre, but it relates back to Jane Austen's persuasion as well. Because if you'll look over to my left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a website, and in it there's a graphic. On one side are animals, and on the other side is an 18th century owner of the land. And in between them is this strange both architectural and landscape device, and it's called a ha-ha, HA-HA. And its purpose, and you can go to this website, Jane Austen Only, which talks about this and how Jane Austen uses the ha-ha in her writing as a symbolic feature, but also as a setting that indicates certain symbolic features of the novel. Because the ha-ha was used to stop the livestock from going on the nicer part of the lawn. So there was the very nice, beautiful, elegant part of the lawn for civilized, tea parties, etc., people walking. And then there was the area where the livestock were. And in order to keep the livestock out, they built this ha-ha so that the livestock were restricted from coming on the land. And I think that, of course, when I'm reading Jane Eyre, then when I read the Goblin ha-ha in chapter 22, I get very suspicious that Charlotte Bronte knew of what she spoke and knew about the feature of the ha-ha in landscapes. And what it suggests to me is that Charlotte Bronte is trying to capture that idea of the self being imprisoned or restricted. And it also brings up this wonderful use of laughing. Remember how Anne uses her smile to mean so many things, and it works for her emotional register, for her emotional balance. It's kind of a thermometer for her in some ways. She can keep things hidden behind that smile, but she can also present a proper young lady to the public with that smile. Well, now with this laugh, we've got Bertha's rhetoric, this ha-ha. And I think it also works in so many ways to figure what Bertha is feeling. It's an angry, guttural, wild sort of laugh, and to subliminally get that ha-ha into the elegant part of the narrative. In other words, into the civilized realm. She needs to get her voice into the civilized realm and not just restricted to the wild part of the landscape. And so watch for her laugh. It is a motif throughout, and it is rhetoric. And it carries so many emotions, it carries so many symbolisms. And I just wanted to talk with you about that feature of Jane Eyre and of Charlotte Bronte's text, a brilliant, seemingly small motif.